It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Thanks for joining us again. We appreciate it. Our guest is Carolyn Scott. She is the visionary behind the Healthy Voyager. And what I love about Carolyn is she has taken a passion of hers and turned it into a business that benefits so many people. Carolyn, thank you for joining us. Tell us all about the Healthy Voyager.
Thank you for having me.
Please.
Well, the Healthy Voyager started as a travel blog and travel show and has kind of evolved over the past 5 years into a full healthy and green lifestyle brand. So while I still have the travel show and the travel blog, I have incorporated recipes, cooking show, product reviews, everything that kind of helps folks live healthier, greener lives.
And let's talk about your definition of healthy and greener, because it's very specific and it's very Southern California.
Yes.
So it's perfect that you're here on our program. How do you see health?
Well, for me, I happen to be vegan. However, I feel like there are so many special diets out there now. Allergens have become such a huge thing in the market these days. Gluten-free, diabetic, everything kind of specialized foods. So I felt that there was a niche that needed to be filled as far as helping folks that lived with special diets.
So Healthy Voyager is not just vegan, it kind of addresses the whole spectrum of healthy living, healthy eating?
Right, the base of course is vegan. However, I do address everything. There's
now,
so many people who benefit from it.
Interesting and unique about your blog, your show, your website is that you allow people who want to live healthy lives travel and find locations in Kenya or Kansas City, as you say, that will adapt to their eating requirements. Wow. What a great job. How'd you do that?
Yeah, well, I've been vegan for 11 years now, and when I first started, it was pretty tough. Living in LA, it's not so bad, but even back then, there wasn't even a Whole Foods. So imagine going to Kansas City back then. So I began to keep a journal and make notes of where I ate, how I could manipulate the menus at places, because a lot of people are a little afraid of doing that, but they're there to serve you, and they want to give you good food, and they want you to pay for it, so they want you to be happy. So I started to kind of navigate my way through eating out when you're traveling. So I did that, and then in 2005 I created the brand, and in 2006 I launched the blog and the travel show to help people.
Now, before we went on camera, we had a little conversation, and you told me something I thought was very interesting. I wanted our viewers to hear this. A lot of us, the idea of veganism or vegetarianism is attractive, but for whatever reason, we are not able to make that step. But to you, as someone who has a master's in holistic medicine, there is one product that is most concerning. What is that one product that you think that we should do our best to avoid?
I would say dairy, and I know there are a lot of vegetarians and then there are vegans, and I happen to be a vegan, and a lot of people think that's incredibly difficult, but dairy is probably, and I hate to say this, but
to you,
to me, in my opinion, exactly, and in my 10 years of study, it's probably the most toxic thing you could probably eat. Well, we're not technically supposed to be drinking dairy after toddlerhood. We no longer have that enzyme in our bodies to break that down, so therefore it stays in our bodies because it can't be digested.
And we're also not drinking
disease.
Human dairy, we're drinking dairy from another species. Right.
Exactly. So if you look at it from that standpoint, you think, maybe that does make a little sense. And I know it's hard because cheese is delicious.
It is very yummy.
Ice cream is delicious. However, in my years of being vegan, the food products and the gourmet vegan cuisine have just skyrocketed, it's so much easier now.
I must tell you, more than you want to know, and definitely more than you want to know, I am lactose intolerant, which makes sense if you think about what you're saying, but I have somehow managed to navigate that minefield because it can be very difficult for someone like myself. So maybe I should think about becoming a vegan.
Yeah.
You never know. The website is the healthyvoyager.com. Carolyn, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Brad Pomerance. We thank you for joining us. Now we're going to send you back to HLN.
Carrie, way to nail that conference call. Yeah. Stevie, looking sharp.
You've got a big vision for your small business, and our scalable and flexible communications, entertainment, and data solutions are designed to get you there.
Janet, looks great in here. Why, yes, it is a new tie.
Charter business, as big as you want to be.
Who wants to get the boss a cup of coffee? Hello?